in the car.
We all set? Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to call the Flint Board of Education annual organization meeting to order at, what time do we have? 5:35 p.m. Board members, I call your name. Could you please say present for the record? Linda Booth? Present. Teray King?
Present.
Dylan Luna?
Present.
Laura McIntyre?
Present.
Claudia Perkins?
Present.
Melody Relaford? Present. Joyce Ellison McNeil? Present. The board is going to postpone comments until the selection of officer, so we can have a board member present. The next portion of our meeting call for the election of officer. At this time, I am seeking a motion to nominate someone to serve as acting person. It could be,
Madam
go ahead.
President, I make a motion that Pam Beard act as chair until the president gets elected.
Support.
It's been properly moved and is second by trustee King. Are there any questions? Seeking no question, I will now conduct a roll call vote. When I call your name, please say yes or no to approve the motion for Pam Beer to sit in the spot of the president until president is elected. Trustee Luna,
Yes.
trustee King,
Yes.
trustee Relaford,
Yes.
trustee Booth,
Yes.
trustee McIntyre,
Yes.
trustee Perkins,
Yes.
myself, trustee McNeil, 7 yes. Pam Beer, you may proceed.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, trustee McNeil. So the process for the election is that I will entertain all nominations for this position. Once I have all nominations, we will have a roll call vote. I ask that when I call your name, you give the name of the candidate of your choice. Once I have completed the roll call and we have a majority vote, the selection for the office of president will be completed. Are there any questions or comments before we begin? Okay, seeing none. As I stated, the first office is that of president for 2026. I will entertain all nominations at this time.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I nominate Dr. Joyce Ellis McNeil.
Okay, Dr. McNeil, nominated by trustee McIntyre. Are there any other nominations?
Madam Chair,
Yes, trustee Relaford.
I'd like to nominate trustee King, Teray King, please.
Trustee King, nominated by trustee Relaford. Are there any other nominations? Okay, seeing no other nominations, we will now conduct the roll call vote. Remember, you are to give the name of the candidate of your choice. Trustee Booz,
McNeil.
trustee McNeil,
McNeil,
trustee King,
McNeil.
trustee Luna,
McNeil.
trustee McIntyre,
Dr. McNeil.
trustee Perkins,
Dr. McNeil.
and trustee Relaford.
Dr. McNeil.
Okay, we have a vote for Dr. McNeil of 7-0. So members of the board, we have reached a majority vote for the president. The majority indicates that we will have Dr. Joyce Ellis McNeil serve as president for 2026. At this time, I would like to turn the floor over to our newly elected president.
thank you, everyone. Thank you
Congratulations.
very much. And thank you, Ms. Beer. I really appreciate this. I'm going to continue the process. I'm going to go around the room the same way. We're looking for a nominee for vice president.
Madam Chair.
Hold on. We going to go this way, or you want me to call by name?
Oh, I wasn't sure if we just,
He's making a motion.
Oh,
I was just going to nominate somebody.
Oh, okay,
If I did it wrong, I can.
okay. I was just gonna go around, make sure, but go ahead, trustee Luna.
Okay, I nominate Laura McIntyre for vice president.
Trustee Perkins?
Oh, I said accept.
Oh, you accepted, okay. You're right, we do have to, VP, who we nominated for VP?
Laura McIntyre.
Trustee King? McIntyre. Trustee Booth?
Laura McIntyre.
Trustee Rutherford?
Teray King. Teray King.
And myself, Laura McIntyre.
So there's a vote.
How many votes do we have?
There was 6 for McIntyre, 1 for King.
Thank you, everyone. Majority indicate that we would have Vice President Laura McIntyre as the Vice President for 2026. Thank you. As we move on for your secretary, Trustee King,
Ms. Perkins.
Trustee Rutherford,
Trustee Perkins.
Trustee Luna,
Trustee Perkins.
Trustee Booth,
Trustee Perkins.
Trustee McIntyre.
Trustee Perkins.
And myself, Trustee Perkins.
I'm Claudia.
Claudia Perkins.
Trustee Perkins.
You sure about that? All right, you gave me that look, okay, I
Because
hear
you
you.
forgot me.
No, I almost did, I really did. So the majority indicate that we will have Trustee Perkins for your secretary for 2026. Congratulations. Our next officer is treasurer. Board member.
Madam President,
Yes.
I nominate Dylan Luna.
Trustee Booth,
Dylan Luna.
Trustee Perkins,
Dylan Luna.
Trustee King,
Luna.
Trustee Melliford,
King.
and Trustee Luna.
Luna.
And myself, Trustee Luna, 6 for Luna, 1 for King. Congratulations, Trustee Luna, for the treasurer for 2026.
Thank you.
The next position is a co-chair position, and that person sits in you're absent. I want to make that clear, as the chair of your position when you're absent. They come in as the chair. That position is called the Assistant Secretary and Treasurer. Are there any nominations for this position?
Madam President,
Yes.
I nominate Linda Booth.
Oh, that's right, Linda Booth, I'm sorry. Trust-
Do you accept?
Yes, I accept.
The next Trustee Lona,
On the booth.
Trustee King,
Trustee Booth.
Trustee Perkins,
Booths.
Trustee Rutherford,
Trustee Booth.
and Laura McIntyre,
Trustee Booth.
and myself, Trustee Booth. The co-chair for the Assistant Secretary and Treasurer for 2026 will be Trustee Linda Booth. At this time, let's call everybody. Thank you, guys. Board member, at this time, we do normally appoint that position, Board of Education, and alternate for the Genesee County Association School Board. We can ask school board members to volunteer for this. Usually, our president takes that, but it's kind of difficult when you're doing different positions. I would like to see, I think we can do this, trustee, I can't make that motion. Go ahead.
I make a motion for Trustee King.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second for trustee King to be the appointment for the Flint Board of Education Liaison alternate at GCASBM. Do you accept?
Yes.
And I would assign an alternate for that position. If that's the case, I can be the alternate for you, or you can just let someone know. This is a board meeting, and let us know in time, and we'll get you an alternate.
Make sure someone's there.
Yeah, somebody would have to be there. Roll call to accept trustee King.
Was being preempted.
Okay, all right. Linda Booth,
Yes.
Teray King,
Yes.
Dylan Luna,
Yes.
Laura McIntyre,
Trustee King.
Lawyer Perkins,
Trustee King.
um, yeah, trustee Booth,
Yes for King.
trustee Rutherford,
Yes.
and myself, King. 7 yes, 0 no. This is the conclusion of our annual organization meeting. At this time, we will hear remarks from the public. If anybody from the public would like to speak, public comment. I'll let her finish.
Yeah, she has to pass off the,
Thank you, Bill.
And then just make it.
It's supposed to be immediately.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people is waiting on 6:30. So board members, to stand now, we will not be changing the time because it's posted for 6:30. We have to honor that post. So we have, now for 6:30, some food in the back, to enjoy yourself until the next meeting, 6:30.
What time is it?
It's just,
550.
Omar, you bought food?
yes.
Such a
Thank you,
great
Mr.
guy.
Sims.
Thank you, Mr. Sims.
Thank you.
And in the back, you guys got, fruit baskets,
Submarine
from, Chartwell,
and submarines.
and submarines and stuff in the back.
Chicken?
I don't know, some in the pan back there, I don't know, I didn't look. Is it on? Oh, I'm sorry. I did, I said 5:47, did I? Okay, this meeting's adjourned at 5:47, to be on the safe side. Wow, it was the last meeting.
Oh, my gosh. Girl gone. You know, we done had the best of everything. Thank you. At 6:30.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to call the Flint Board of Education regular meeting to order at 6:30 p.m. Board members, I call your name. Could you please say present for the record? Trustee King?
Present.
Trustee Lona?
Present.
Trustee Relaford? Trustee McIntyre?
Present.
Trustee Booz? Trustee Perkins?
Present.
Trustee McNeil? 1, 2. It's 5 at their seats, 2 is out. I would now call upon Secretary Perkins to read the district mission statement and first statement in the standards of practice. Proceed, Trustee Perkins.
District mission statement. It is the mission of the Flint School District to develop a community of learners who are prepared to live, work, and contribute in an ever-changing society. Flint Board of Education standards of practice. In order to provide outstanding leadership and better serve the Flint community schools, we, the members of the Flint Board of Education, commit to the following standards of practice. Number 1, we will be consistent in our dealings with each other, as well as students, staff, and community.
We will model trustworthiness and honesty in our relationships with each other, with our superintendent, and with our constituents.
We will focus on a common goal of providing the best education possible for the students in the Flint Community Schools. Trustee Lona?
You got it.
Number 5.
Number 4,
We'll respect the diverse views that each of us bring to the organization, as well as the views of others and that we interact with as we carry out the business of the Board of Education.
Number 5.
We will be open and authentic with each other, our staff, and community.
As we work to make decisions, we will focus on issues, not personalities.
our decisions will be student-centered and based on objective facts.
We will practice good listening skills to better understand our fellow Board of Education members and constituents.
Thank you, board members. I seek a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the December the 3rd, 2025 special board meeting, the December 17, 2025 regular board meeting, and the December 22nd, 2025 special board meeting.
So moved.
Support.
It has been properly moved and second. Are there any correction?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I believe, I want to make sure I have it right. What meeting did we approve the option 2?
December the 3rd.
Okay, I
I
want to,
think that's the first page on page 4.
December 3rd, page 4. With that, I want to apologize to my colleagues because I stated that I wasn't present. And I was present, I was late for that meeting, and I'm going to take the onus on myself. I wish I would have voted no, because I have talked about option 1. So I just wanted to let the record reflect that I was not completely understanding of what we were voting on, but I have to own that because as a trustee, it is my responsibility to know exactly what I'm voting on. So I appreciate this opportunity to clarify that I would have in fact voted no on that. Thank you for the opportunity to
So the
explain
motion
that.
on the floor, was there any correction to the minutes? Any correction?
I would like that to reflect that, ma'am, if I can ask that to be added. I know I can't change
Point of
my.
information,
She-
we cannot put this in the minutes. You're making a statement of something that you voted for and you're not doing it now. We're right now, the motion on the floor, is anything in these minutes is incorrect?
Madam, if I,
Your
Chair,
statement will
if I
be
may,
recorded.
thank you. I would just like for it to be noted on that.
You
Thank you.
just noted it when you just spoke it. The next, is there any more correction?
It's a new year for me.
Hopefully will. Seeing none, the motion to approve the minutes for the December the 2025 board meeting will be conducted by roll call vote. As I call your name, say yes or no. Secretary Perkins.
Yes.
Trustee Booth.
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre.
Yes.
Trustee Relifer.
No.
Trustee King.
Yes.
Treasurer Luna.
Yes.
Myself, yes. The motion passes 6 and 1 no, that there is no correction in your minutes, and they are correct. The board will now hear comments from the public. We ask that you state the reason for addressing the board and that you limit your remarks to 3 minutes on matters within the authority of the board and not address the individual by name. The presiding officer of the board should have the right to limit the number of persons who may address the board on the same subject. Please state your name and address first before beginning to speak. Is there anyone from the public who would like to speak? Proceed over there to the mics over here.
Yes, good evening. Congratulations to those of you who are appointed to the seats of President, Vice President, Secretary, Treasurer, trustees. Everybody's important. My name is
Is that mic on?
My name is Audrey Young Muhammad, and I reside at 3119 Kirkwood Lane. I'm here today to speak on behalf of my daughter. Unfortunately, today her son goes to here to Brownell, and he got sick. I had to take him home. He was sick, had a high fever, and proceeded to have a seizure. So he's right now in the ER at Hurley, and I left there so that I could be able to speak on her behalf and then return to them. But she's requesting a hearing, a meeting with you, the superintendent, and with the board. There's a serious issue here at Brownell that's going on. Her daughter has been bullied, stalked, not only by another student, but by staff. She's been played off like, you know, if you're not seeing blood, we don't want to hear it. She's been told that. That's by her teacher. Principal played it off. Then they had to make her go back and look at the videos. They saw that. My daughter was harassed by a police officer at the request of the staff here, told she was not allowed to come back on the premises, only to try to transfer her children to another school, and was told by Mr. Stewart, she has the letter that was dated December the 8th, that she's not allowed to return to any school property, Flint City Schools. She asked, what if my children are sick? Latia Hewley told her, if you don't leave, I will arrest you. She tried to get another parent to sign her child in. Her daughter, one of the kids was going downstairs to like the Head Start program. They wouldn't let her get her signed in. She had to take the baby home. The baby missed so many weeks of school that because she couldn't get her in another school because she's not allowed on any premises, she ended up enrolling her over at Richfield Public Academy, and she's getting ready to withdraw her other children from the school. She's just waiting on an opening. I'm waiting. I did, you know, we have had a conversation. I'm sorry to mention that, but another issue happened today because my granddaughter don't feel safe. She did bring her phone to school. She did leave it in her backpack, and the little girl who's bullying her told them they took her phone from her, did not call us and let us know they have her phone so that we could come up and sign it out. So my daughter just let me know that, my granddaughter just let me know that this evening while I'm on the way to the hospital. And I said, that's okay, I'll come up here tomorrow and sign for her phone and get it home. But because she's not feeling safe up here and she's constantly getting bullied by the same child that several children here are getting bullied by, this is a serious issue. My thing is, I know that there's a bully policy. I'm trying to find it. I want to see it because I know that no child deserves to feel like they're being bullied, and no child deserves to feel like they're not safe. That's number one. My other daughter, who the one I said lives in Mobile, Alabama, used to work here prior to COVID. And she said that's the same issues they were having there then. That was back in 2018, and she's highly upset. She was sick today because she was coming up here to speak today too, but we got sick children. I mean, they sick. She may still end up showing up, but she was very upset when she found out about it because she said this issue at Brownell has been going on for years. It isn't something that just started, but I do have, I won't go into it, but there was a lie, just so you know, there was a lie that was told that my daughter had a gun on her. They said they searched her car. They never searched her car. She don't own a gun. I have her statements here that I could send and forward to you all because I know it wasn't going to be enough time for me to read that, but I just wanted you to know.
Thank you very much. Hope you stay for a few minutes. Is there anyone else who would like to speak? Public comments. Public comments, going once, going twice. If it pleases the board, because of this issue that came up with Sister Arthur Muhammad, and we talking about a child's life, if it's okay that we make a statement, that I want to make a statement, and Mr. Jones can make a statement, because sometimes we have to throw protocols away when a child life is involved. Mr. Jones, would you like to say something on that?
Yep, I just, me and Ms. Muhammad talked, and we have the file and the information, and I will be speaking to Ms. Muhammad before the week is out concerning this situation.
Thank you. I would now call upon Superintendent Jones to present action items to the board.
Thank you, Board President. We are going to go right into 1.1, but before we do that, I want you to go to page 11, and we're going to omit F. We're going to omit F on page 11. There's a development that I want to make sure that. What?
If you need to speak, you need to speak. She said,
The situation changed? Okay. Okay. All right, so we need to keep it.
Can you table it? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I had a
Yes,
conversation
yes.
with Mr. Jones. Can you just table that? As the HR chair.
Yeah, we're going to
can you
have
table-
to at this point because it's on the floor now, so I'll have to. So we'll have to bring that back.
Okay, please. Thank you.
Madam,
Oh, let's see, 'cause I'm
Well,
gonna speak.
yeah.
Wait a minute, where there's a motion,
no,
No, he's
there's
moving
there's
something.
not,
Okay,
there's
there's
not a
a
motion.
motion. Good.
So, I would really like more information about some of these positions. I'm not, I don't, right at the current time, feel comfortable approving some of them, and because of the nature of HR, I don't want to single out which ones they are, because it would identify the individual. So I'm wondering if it would be possible to either separate each of the positions or to table it, or, whatever the recommendation is. I don't feel that I have enough information.
I would like to speak on this. I think that these recommendations, I asked trustee Relaford, has she seen, she's the chairperson of HR. Before things come to the board, HR chairperson must look at these things and have these conversations before it comes to the board. And my understanding is how this process goes.
Madam
We
Chair?
used to have we have committee for HR, and before it comes to us, I think that an HR chairperson will have to respond as well to what her thoughts on this, why we just not getting changes in the middle of our meeting. Proceed, trustee King.
Okay. First, I would call out that, first I'd like to call out that we didn't have a cow this month. So normally, we do the committee of the whole with the HR meeting, each separate one. So this is a full regular meeting with everything is on one agenda item, the same way we did last month. In December, we didn't have a cow. We just put it on the action agenda. I think this was sent out last week,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken, to be reviewed. Also, I agree with my colleagues around the last minute request to take something out. it just doesn't look proper when we're doing this here. And it calls for more questions that when we could have just, when we approve a document, we see a document that's been uploaded to us to review, we approve the document as is. If not, you make a correction to the actual document and not have to do this back and forth of omission and remission and all that. Okay, I think it's probably good for us to just go back and review protocols, how we want to do that, and how we want to be communicated to if that happens. So we clarify that. For me, I'm okay with moving forward with the recommendations here, in my opinion, but I'll leave it up to my colleagues.
Trustee Rutherford.
With F, because of the position, there's something you call an opportunity for an individual to make a decision. And when an individual has the opportunity to make a decision, certain things won't follow them. And I don't know the tenure of this individual, but however, the position of that individual, to me, warrants an opportunity for Mr. Jones to have a conversation that he would like to have, to make the decision that he would like to make. He had a conversation with myself, so I would like to grant him the opportunity to be able to decide yes or no on how he wanted to proceed with this.
Yep, I think that is the only situation that is new for us, is that I wanted to pull that, and I still do, Board President, but the rest of the items are the same work we've been doing. So we haven't had any meetings beforehand. Last month, we brought personnel recommendations. We did not have a committee meeting before then. In November, we had personnel recommendations. We didn't have a committee meeting before then, but we did have cows. So that is the difference. However, we do need to make sure that we are filling our LSS positions. They're very hard to get, LSS social workers. They're very difficult, hard to get. So I don't want to take all of these positions away.
Okay. Trustee Rutherford, you're in agreement with that decision?
I'm in total agreement with Mr. Jones being able to pull back F, and with the other positions, I don't see any outliers and things that we have approved prior to, and it just appears as though Ms. Montgomery is following, excuse me, her plan, and with the recruitment, and also with the, I believe all these individuals were interviewed, correct?
Yes.
And they met the criteria that the district was looking at. I don't see any reason not to proceed. Thank you.
Trustee McIntyre.
Yes, I fully appreciate the fact that we have not been in the practice of having subcommittee meetings and bringing these issues forward, which in my opinion is to the board's detriment, that we need to start acting using best practices moving forward. And this is a new year. This is a new slate, so to speak, and I would like to revisit. I'm going to be proposing later that we have a governance committee meeting of the whole. Later on, one of the things I'd like to address is the reorganization, to readdress the reorganization chart, to readdress how our positions are organized. We're losing enrollment. We're shrinking. We have some structural issues, and we've kind of gotten off track, in my opinion, I'm not blaming anybody or, pointing fingers at anybody at all. I'm just saying we've had a lot of work to do. We've had our plates full. Sometimes things just go to the wayside because these aren't paid positions, and we're working as hard as we can, but there is a lot going on with the state of education. So that being said, I'm not comfortable with the first position. I stated that in the last meeting. Like I said, I would rather have an organization meeting, a governance meeting of the whole before that is decided on. I'm fine with everything else. That is just where I stand right now. So I will not, I would like to either make the change or not, or not vote for this. And like I said, I understand that we've had this for a week, but what I also understand is that things need to change moving forward in the new year. We need to be better organized as not only a board, but within our subcommittees. We need to do more due diligence. We need to have finance committee meetings. We need to have academic committee meetings which while we have been having them, they need to be communicated to the board and to the public. Not that we aren't doing that, but perhaps we might need to rethink ways in which we are so that it's better, just works better. I'm just saying, it's a new year, let's try to improve. Please? Okay, all right. It's a new year, and I would like to just start doing things better, improving on the things that we've done right and maybe self-correcting with a few of the things that aren't working so well. So that's just where I'm standing with this. And I really think that in future, we need to go back to best practices, have committee meetings of the whole, where agenda items are submitted in a timely way, agreed upon by all the board members, well ahead of time, with the information provided so that we're able to carefully review it with due diligence and then have it moved on to the regular board meeting and then have it voted on. So we've been getting kind of a little slipshod, I think, with some of the things that we do, and while they may seem tedious, onerous, and time-consuming, I think they're important for the democratic process. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Board members, I'm recommending that we cannot hold back this process because of lack of due diligence on our part. You heard Trustee McIntyre concerns, but we cannot hold back the progress of this district. And going forward, when she has the committee as a meeting hold, we can straighten these things out. I'm recommending, and as president, that we select all these things, and you said, Trustee Rutherford, we are taking out F, right? So the motion on the floor is to approve A through D and table F. If that's a.
I make the motion.
Proceed.
Madam Chair, I move to approve item 1.1 with the exclusion of item F.
Support. It's been properly moved and supported. Is there any more discussion? Seeing no further discussion, roll call vote. Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
No.
Trustee Rutherford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Myself, yes. 6 yes, 1 no. Thank you.
I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 1.2, authorization to approve staffing services agreement with Delta T Group, Detroit, Inc.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I move to approve item 1.2.
Support.
It has been properly moved and second. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
with this staff, Mr. Jones, to you to Mr. Jones, I did hear you say it's hard to fill LSS positions. And with this staff and agency, what can they do different that GISD is not doing?
They have people. This agency has people, and that's the reason why it was brought to me, for us to be able to have more opportunity out in the market to get people to Flint. And this particular company has people available, readily available to come and fill some of these positions. We'll still go through the process, interviewing. We'll still go through our policy process, but we have to have more people.
Are these people will commute, or are these individuals from within the county?
This is just a staffing service.
Just
Yeah, we'll still try to hire from wherever they come from, as long as, of course, we want to do the county, our own county, but it's just like any other, like EduStaff, or, they come in for the position, but of course, we do think about our hometown.
Okay. And just looking at the standard hourly rates, they look pretty much, I don't know if my colleagues read through this, but it looks comparable. I did go on their website, and, you know, they got pretty good recommendations. So my question is, how did you guys find out about Delta T Group?
They were presented by the Director of Learner Support Services.
Speak up, and your mic is on.
Yeah, it's on. They were presented by the Director of Learner Support Services. So she arranged for a virtual meeting between us and them. And one of the reasons why I hear echo. One of the reasons why we're presenting them is because they provide in-person staffing. And so we want to get away from virtual staff as much as possible to get in-person staff in front of our kids.
Okay. So with that, did we terminate the online staffing contract already, or that's still in place?
No, not yet. So what'll happen is, if the board approves this vendor tonight, we'll start to transition people over and start to replace them with in-person staff to start to eliminate some of those virtual positions.
So that I can understand you correctly, so we'll have all 100% in-person staffing as it relates to these needs of the district?
That would be the goal.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good questions. Trustee,
Yeah, could it be explained maybe a little bit more clearly? I'm kind of confused about the variable pricing fees from general fund and grant fund budgets, how that works?
So that part would have to be Shanda. I can't necessarily speak to what that particularly looks like in terms of like the funding source. I just know we would be using this vendor specifically for our LSS positions. So
I understand that the information is available. I just wanted to help get clarified a little bit, so I'm not too concerned.
Okay.
I understand.
Okay.
Like, it can be, but if someone, maybe Shanda can explain it at a different time, I would
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
you said someone's online?
Shanda's online, but
She's
you wanted to do it now or later, a different time?
It doesn't even have to be in this meeting. It's not
Okay.
urgent.
All right.
Thank you.
Are there any more discussions? Seeing no further discussion, the motion to approve resolution 1.2, authorization to approve staff and service agreement with Delta T Group will be done by a roll call vote. Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Myself, President McNeil, 7 yes, 0 no. Board members, in your package on page 19 is the retirement resignation. Do any board member have any questions or comments?
Madam Chair.
Proceed, Trustee Rutherford.
I definitely always like to acknowledge staff who have decided to retire with a large number of years. Ms. Jacqueline Martin, she gave us 31 years of service, so that deserves a round of applause and a major thank you. And hopefully, maybe one day she'll go home and realize she want to come back.
Yes,
Amen.
Thank you.
Are there any more comments?
I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 11.1, authorization to pay invoice for fire restoration services at Freeman.
Support.
It's been properly moved and supported. Is there any discussion?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just want to reiterate, let's please make sure that we, follow up with the insurance and, this is something that will come out of the general fund, but then will be reimbursed from insurance, and so just, thank you.
It's in the resolution.
Huh?
It's there in the resolution.
It's
yeah.
in there in the resolution.
Yep. Madam Chair.
Are you done, Trustee Mann? Trustee King?
Yeah, in tandem with Vice President McIntyre saying, could you just send us confirmation when we receive reimbursement from the insurance company, just a verification piece?
Sure.
Thank you.
Are we gonna do each one of these individually?
Yep.
Okay. To accept resolution 11.1 will be conducted by roll call votes. Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford?
Yes.
Trustee King,
Yes.
Treasurer Luna,
Yes.
myself, President McNeil, 7 yes. Proceed, Mr. Jones.
Okay. I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 11.2, authorization to pay invoice for emergency electrical services at Northwestern.
So moved.
Support.
It's been properly moved and second. Is there any discussions? Trustee McIntyre.
Yes, so, where's this coming from again? I just would like, when we have action items, just to make sure it's indicated what,
It's first going to be paid from the general
General
fund,
funds.
and
Here
then
we
it
go.
will
I
come.
see it.
Okay.
Yep, yep. It's nice to have the motions with in the format, so that it's just easy to, and I appreciate that, thank you. I understand that it was
Madam Chair, if I
discussed.
may, once you
Oh.
finish. Sorry.
Thank you. Is there any more discussions?
Madam Chair,
Yes, proceed.
to Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, wasn't this discussed in our meeting with them where they said that they would have to do a temporary panel for this to keep for the freezer? I believe
Yes.
the gentleman stated that. So
Yes.
what I like is that what he said, I actually see in writing. We don't generally see that. We don't get a backup of what they said to us. So I would like moving forward that we listen for that when they present to us what it's for, that when they actually submit it to us, that's exactly what the work description is. I found several times where they don't mirror. So this right here, I give this company kudos for allowing their word to stand with their work and their invoices. Thank you.
Any more discussion? Seeing there's no further discussion, a roll call vote will be conducted. Resolution 11.2. Trustee Luna,
Yes.
Trustee King,
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford,
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre,
Yes.
Trustee Booth,
Yes.
Secretary Perkins,
Yes.
myself, yes, 7 yes, 0 no. Proceed, Mr.
Okay. Make sure. I seek a motion and second from the board to approve Resolution 11.4, authorization of a proposal to provide boiler treatment protection at DTM in Southwestern.
So moved.
Support.
It's been properly moved and second. Is there any discussions?
Madam Chair, what number was that?
Page 54.
11.4.
11.4.
Did we do 11.3?
Yeah, we just approved that.
No, we didn't.
wait
No,
a
we
minute.
didn't. He skipped it. You skipped this one. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Sorry.
You're right, thank you.
You're
You're
welcome.
right, that's correct. We're on 11.3.
Correct.
We're seeking a motion to approve 11.3, authorization to pay invoice for emergency repair service at Northwestern.
So moved.
Support.
Been properly moved and second. Are there any discussions? Seeing no further discussion, roll call vote will be taken for resolution 11.3. Board members, I call your name, please say yes or no. Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Myself, 7 yes, 0 no. Proceed to 11.4.
I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 11.4, authorization of a proposal to provide boiler treatment protection at DTM in Southwestern.
So moved.
Support.
It's been properly moved and second. Now, is there any discussions? Seeing no further discussion, roll call vote will be taken to approve 11.14. Trustee Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Trustee McIntyre?
Yes.
Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford? And Trustee King?
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford?
Yes.
You sure? Okay. And myself, yes, 7 yes, 0 no.
I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 11.5, authorization of a new mobile heated cabinet at Freeman.
So moved.
Support.
It's been properly moved and second. Is there any discussions? Seeing no further discussion, the roll call vote to approve resolution 11.5. Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Myself, yes, 7 yes, 0 no.
I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 11.6, authorization of a new quote for air filter services.
Support.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Is there any discussion? Seeing no further discussion, roll call vote.
I'm sorry, Madam Chair.
Okay, proceed. Trustee Relaford.
This quote is huge. What's it?
Oh, this is
I
stacked.
just see straight general funds on this one. Yeah.
7 million.
What page you on, 60?
You want to-
61. So
Mhm.
this is per year, correct?
30,000.
That's correct.
Alan?
Based on the law, that's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
One whole year, all filters in the district,
Yeah.
have to be checked.
That's what I
based on
wanted to
the
see.
law.
I just
3
was-
times a year.
Yeah,
Okay.
Even our closed schools,
We don't do them,
no.
we don't do them for the whole school.
Nethercutt is on here.
The schools Nethercutt, Scott, and Pierce still get filter
Because
changes.
they're still,
Yeah.
they're still
Because
in
they're
work.
still potentially
Yeah.
usable, they're still open, they're still heated.
The heat is on, so the
Okay,
pipes won't burst.
all right, that's, I just needed to know because I saw closed schools on here. Thank you.
Trustee McIntyre.
This is probably a little outside of the scope, but I would like us to, this will be something I'll bring in forward maybe in a different arena, but I remember that at one point, we were working with Dr. Sullivan to do air filters, air qualities, work with STEM projects and STEAM projects, and try to, we've been talking a lot about doing partnerships and school improvement grants and all this kind of stuff, that there was a possibility of exploring work with Kettering and perhaps with Mott and U of M. And I'm not sure that it would help mitigate these costs, but there was something about, students building their own air filters, I know that we have to, by law, have air filters for the buildings, but it just sort of jogged my memory that it's just one of those things that fell by the wayside that I would really hope that we can start, looking for in the new year. Thank you.
Any more discussion? A roll call vote. Resolution 11.6 will be conducted. Trustee Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Trustee McIntyre?
Yes.
Treasurer Lono?
Yes.
Trustee Relaford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
And myself, yes, 7 yes, 0 no.
Yes, ma'am. I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 11.7, authorization to purchase walk-in freezers.
So move.
Support.
Properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Proceed.
when we discussed this, we talked about instead of using the food service fund, if this could come out of the insurance, because our question was, can we deplete all of our insurance money prior to using the food service funds?
Yep, so to answer you, we don't know what that's going to be yet.
Okay.
And furthermore, in order to get this moving, so that the freezers are here, we can't wait on the insurance money to get to us.
Okay, with that being said, once the insurance money come, can this money be replaced back into this fund?
We need to spend down the federal dollars. This is not basically Flint Community Schools fund, general fund, more than it is the federal food service dollars.
Okay.
We do need to spend that down, and I'm sure we can find some things that need to be done with the insurance money that we receive.
I guess this right here is a direct part of the incident that happened. Due to the incident that happened at Northwestern, this right here has to take place. So why wouldn't this fall underneath our insurance policy? And with our population of students and with everything that's going to take place, this amount of money would be spent easily with what we're currently doing, but I just think that it would be to the district advantage to utilize our insurance policy money for this instead of using food service. I see using food service money funds right now to get it done, but however, I think it should be replenished back with the insurance money if we're given that. I don't see the reason why we would not want to keep that fund balance where it's at.
Noted.
Okay, thank you.
Properly noted. Is there any more discussion? Seeing no more discussion, the motion is to accept resolution 11.7 will be conducted by roll call vote. Board members, I call your name. Please say yes or no for the record. Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Treasurer Lewis?
Yes.
Myself, President McNeil, 7 yes, 0 no.
I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 11.8, authorization of a proposal to move the fiber network.
Madam Chair?
So moved.
Oh, the support.
Is it properly moved in second? Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
through you to Mr. Jones, could you just kind of give the Cliff Notes explanation of why we're, moving the fire network? We're doing the walk-in freezers and just kind of
Sure.
public note.
Sure. We're, due to the flooding that happened at Northwestern, the board made a decision to close the building. And with that, that means that we're going to have to cut electricity. So the freezers can no longer be at Northwestern. We have to move those freezers out to each building. So we're purchasing freezers for each building, and we're also needing to move the fiber out network, which carries the Wi-Fi and the internet in the buildings. And so we have to move that to the Holmes Brownell location.
Thank you.
Great job. Are there any more discussions? Seeing no further discussion, the motion to approve resolution 11.8 conducted by roll call vote. Trustee Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Myself, President McNeil, 7 yes, 0 no.
You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, reading academic,
Yeah.
yes.
I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 25.1, Great Start Readiness Program Contract 2025-26.
So moved.
Support.
Properly moved in second. Is there any discussion? You guys see the page, gentlemen? Is there any discussion? Seeing no further discussion, the motion to approve Resolution 25.1, Great Start Readiness Program conducted by roll call vote. Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Myself, McNeil, 7 yes, 0 no. Board members, in your packet on page 108 is the VARTEC monthly update for December. Do any board member have any questions? Proceed, trustee.
So I would like to commend VARTEC
Yes.
for an excellent job. The fact that we don't hear a lot from them is precisely underscores the great job that they're doing. And I have to say that personally, anytime I need anything, it's just boom immediately. So thank you, Brianna. I would like, it's been a while, and apologies if I am not looking in the right place, but I would just like maybe a report on the E-rate consultant that we have to, because don't we pay them something and then we get, and then we get some savings on E-rates? Is that, or is?
We do. Those are federal dollars.
Right, and I would like maybe a
give an
summary.
update.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just an update on that, just to see how much we're saving. I mean, because I know that we are, but I mean, it would just be nice. I just haven't looked at it recently. And like I said, this is not a paid jobs, so apologies that I'm not, otherwise, you know, I'd be like searching this out, but it would be, I think, be helpful, because it's just one of the many things that we're doing positively in the district. And then I had a question that this may not fall under this line item, but maybe can be addressed later, about the phone. It says about phone system solutions, that there was discussions about potential phone system solutions, and I was wondering if the problems with the phone systems, the PA systems, and I don't know a lot about it, so again, apologies, that came up during the incident at Southwestern, if, you know, with the communication between the teachers, the teachers brought forward the fact that announcements or the phones, you know, issues with the phones and the communication system. I just wondered if that had been addressed, if the teachers were satisfied, if the staff and the students were satisfied. Again, it's not something that needs to be addressed right now, but I just would like it noted, and I'll bring it up further with you. Thank you.
Any more discussion? Seeing no further discussion, do any board member have any comments or remarks before we adjourn?
I do, Madam Chair.
Trustee Lewis?
Yeah, so 3 separate things. Number 1, I'm very optimistic in 2026 that the district will address some of the blight we have throughout the community as relates to our vacant buildings. But I would caution that as we work to build a new high school, that leaves Southwestern vacant and that property. And then also as we transition from Northwestern to ALA, that leaves that property vacant. So I think we should be intentional as we plan long-term for those properties, whatever that may look like. Number 2, I want to thank the community who came out December 17th to our meetings to voice their concerns about our design process, those folks who've come to neighborhood meetings, and also the folks who sent us emails over the past week or so. And then number 3, I know it was reported that there was a name called at me on the December 17th meeting. I didn't hear it. I have a pretty good working relationship and personal relationship with my colleague, Trustee McIntyre, so it didn't bother me. I didn't hear it, so we talked about that multiple times and we addressed it, so there's no love lost in that reporting.
Thank you. Trustee McIntyre?
Yes, and congratulations to the board. I look forward to a new year, positive starts, fresh starts. We've got a lot of work to do. Obviously, the education horizon looks bleak, but the good news is that on a local level, we do have a lot that we can do and work with and ignore maybe some of the chaos and nonsense going on at a higher level. So, you know, I throw the gauntlet down. Let's get going. Let's do this. The second thing I wanted to address is I'll be more specific about what Trustee Luna is speaking of. And we know that the East Village magazine is really not a reliable news source, nor a very valid or accurate source for reporting the news. It doesn't have a lot of journalistic integrity. We understand that. But to report the fact that I actually called a trustee, that I called Trustee Luna a bastard, when the meeting is recorded and it's public, and that it's entirely false and inaccurate is shameful. Another shameful blight on East Village magazine, in my opinion. And I think the reporter, if you can call her that, really needs to issue a retraction and an apology to the board for this level of unbelievable inaccuracy. And then also being said, I'd like to thank, moving on from that, like Trustee Luna and I talked, we're good. He knows I would never say something like that, or I don't call people names. I usually I talk about the actions or the things that they have done, and don't attribute it to character flaws in their personality or base name calling. That's ridiculous. And we're too good as a community to do that kind of thing and to resort to that, and let's not get caught up in that. The community has been, I think, I've seen some positive changes in action from the community and involvement, and so I'm really glad to see people rising to the challenge of acknowledging public, democratic, open schools as part of a civic responsibility and part of our community. So make no mistake that if you are anyway involved with Flint, have an interest in Flint, have children in Flint, work in Flint, used to work here, whatever, this is our community, and public schools are a part of that. So it is our responsibility, all of us. We are elected officials with the stewardship of the finances and making the ultimate decisions. But ultimately, this is community schools. And we would like to hear from all in the community, not just one small faction versus another. We would like people to have robust and lively civic discussions. I hope that we're going to move forward with a lot of the constructive criticism that we've received about better communication and, trying to have involvement and more input. Now that I've been elected for the second year as vice president, I'm going to work hard with a governance committee to try to get more structure so that we can have more democratic participation and more processes in place to ensure best practices and democratic participation. So moving forward, I'm open to that, and I want to say that I'm excited about that, but also bear in mind that there are restrictions. We have open meeting restrictions, so we have to get a lot of stuff done. There's so many fires that are, and some of them are literal, right? Some of them are literal fires, but we've got a lot of urgent things that have to get done right away, and in some ways our hands are tied with the democratic process because we have to act as a board. We have to act like we can't just, one board member can't say something or make a decision or do something. We have to come together and make the decision as an entire board. And I know everybody knows all this. I just wanted to reiterate this because there are some people in the public who don't seem to grasp how that process works. And we have regular board meetings that are once a month, but stuff happens and you can see what's happening on the political terrain. Stuff is happening so quickly. Every day there are emerging emergencies, some small, some medium, some large, and we're trying to do the best we can in the most expedient way that we can as quickly as possible, but we have to do that within the constraints of democracy and the law. So we have to, post meetings, we have to have open meetings. We try to have them as open and public wherever and whenever possible. Sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes there's human relations restrictions that, you can't mention names or there's people's privacies when children are involved, all that kind of stuff. So understand that at least this board member is doing it with the utmost integrity and intention to do everything out in the open that I can without violating privacy or laws, and also doing things democratically within the way that they're supposed to be done. It's a flawed process, but it is a process, and for right now, we still do have a democracy, and we still do have aims of equity, fairness, and inclusion. And so I just would like that to be said, and just to remind everybody that democracy and public education only work because all of us are engaged. So if you see blight, if you see trash out by the school, don't come to the board and complain about it. Go outside and pick it up. If you are having issues with your child and you need help in terms of discipline or in terms of encouragement, food, any resources, any kind of resources, even emotional resources, you know Flint, we've got a wonderful community, again, flawed but wonderful. Ask for help, reach out, communicate. I've been a public sociologist for many decades. My name and phone number is out there. I'm public, I'm accessible, I'm available. I have had some health challenges and some personal things going on in the past month, so apologies to those of you who have reached out to me who I haven't been able to get back to, but I'm good, and my health is a lot better, so I'm ready to go. Thank you.
Any other board member? Trustee Perkins?
Yes, do we have an update on the sale of Longfellow yet?
That information is coming forward. We reach out to them as well as the attorney. We will be putting together, getting back into property stuff. We put that committee back the first of the year.
Okay.
And we got some good opportunities. So we'll be sending out some information once we get organized.
Also, I had the opportunity to, last week, to go over to Southwestern. We had a parent meeting at the school. We had both Mr. Domprey and Mr. Russell, both principals, one from ALA and one from Southwestern, come together with a lot of the parents in the community, and I was really proud to see that. It was a great meeting, and I gave the welcome and explained to them what community services are through the board. I told everybody, and I'm telling you all, it's a whole litany of things. Food service, carnivals, fundraisers. We're accessible to do many things. So if there's something that you are interested in, contact me over through the board, as I'm community liaison for the board. We had a great turnout. Miss Maggie, she's been with the school 41 years, and she puts that program on and does an excellent job, even serves a nice meal during that time. We had offices from Dr. Janelle Jamerson's area of expertise, the Learning Center. We had people from the GHS and health areas where if your child gets sick in school, they got a new program set up where they can take your child with your permission to the doctor and bring them back to the school. It's so many good opportunities through the Flint Public Schools, and we got to all start, throwing out the information and asking people to come back to the Flint schools. When we bring the kids back to Flint schools, we grow this community back, and it's our job, all of us collectively, to do that. So I would admonish all of us to get on our job, and let's make 2026 a better year. Thank you.
Madam Chair, if I may, I don't know if this is on. With this being a new year, a lot of things from 2025 is going to follow us in 2026. One of the things that's important to me as a trustee is the partnership that we're on with the state of Michigan. And I would like for this board to add the Green Educational Service on our agenda so that we can be responsible for our district and get our students what they need. I think it's past time for us to put the students first. We've all agreed. I've even heard Green Educational Services and Michigan State in a presentation. I wasn't aware of any approval of those two that stands out as it relates to us meeting the standards of the state or the things that I saw the academic team, I think, put in place. So I would just ask that this board solidify that if there's a contract that has been approved, I'm not aware of either contract with Green Educational Services or Michigan State. So to see those on the presentation, that gives me the onus that I'm missing something as a trustee. I don't recall a vote of that taking place, but to see vendors in a presentation, that usually means that they're under contract. So I would like that clarified if that's the case. If it's not the case, we should not be presenting them to the public as a part of our future plan because they're not under contract. Secondly, is when we have, I strongly suggest to my colleagues, when we have conversations from the community, we have to allow Mr. Jones and his team to complete an investigation prior to our comment. No matter how egregious or what have you, we must allow the policies and procedures to protect the district. We have to allow things to take place because everything is going to come one way. But if we allow the investigation to take place and we receive all the information, then I truly believe Mr. Jones and his team will make an accurate decision to where the board can review it and be able to move forward. Secondly, I really want to speak back to the community. The community, we have received so many emails, at least I have from the community regarding options of Flint Central. I responded to the ones that I received, and I wanted them to know publicly, I hear you, and I agree with option one, however the board has voted, but I'm not against the board reconsidering it or either put it in on the Flint Schools website, all of the options, and allow the community to vote, to have it up for 7 days. Because in the future, we may need a millage, and we may need to come to the residents. And if the residents don't feel like we listening to them now, they won't listen to us then. And I just want the board to be conscious of who we represent. And it was presented to the community that they would have an input. So for us to proceed the way that we did, that makes us look as if we're not for the greater good of the community. And I don't think that's what this board wants to stand for. So I would like for us to be able to do things with action this year, less conversation, more action, more results, because the bottom line is our students are failing, and they should not be. Thank you.
Madam Chair. Yes, as this is our first meeting in 2026, I am excited for the road ahead. We have some bright things planned for this year. You know, over the past couple of years, we've been making progress like none other. Decades worth of instability that this district has been through. And in the past 4 or 5 years, we've been providing stability, consistent leadership. I always coin the phrase, when I learned that big ships turn slow. You know, we've been making the turns. We want it to go fast. We want to add 10 times the speed, 100 times the speed, because we care for our community and care for our kids that's inside of our school district. But I'm excited for what this year will bring from us. And the second piece, I would like to concur with my colleague, Trustee Luna, about working together for blight. We made the initial step of approving a stewardship of real property policy together. We all, voted for it. We collaborated together to construct what that looks like. I'm excited to see how we can put that into works this year. Then also recognizing the emails we received regarding option one. I appreciate the community reaching out, using their voice to communicate to their elected officials and say, hey, this is where I stand at. I appreciate that 100%, and I read them all, and I appreciate the input there. And I just look forward to a great rest of the year. Thank you.
Thank my board for all your comments. There's a lot of your comments will need to be discussed in a lot of your comments will be discussed in our COW meeting. And everybody in the city of Flint is important. Every decision we make based on the information that comes to us from the superintendent. There's certain things that call protocols. And my passion is for green education. Superintendent Jones, before I close, I'm going to allow you to update the board. We just don't go around and voting and mess things up for our vendors because we don't understand the protocols to it. There's a lot of things that's going on, but we will be having special meetings. We are waiting on according to Mr. Jones, give us the final update on this, because we don't want our vendors thinking that this board is doing something or we are holding something back from a vendor, that we can't promise anything until I hear from MBE. Mr. Jones, update, until, Mr. Jones, will you update the board
Sure.
as relates to that contract, since it's been brought out in public?
So in an effort to ensure that the services that we have RFP'd out for intervention go through the proper channels for approval at the state level, and that's where it currently is. That is really the update that I've sent to all of you in email. I've sent the emails forward to all of you so that you will know where that stands. That's really it right now. We're making sure that the funding source is approved so that we can move forward with the work.
And I concur with my trustee Rutherford. We need to really get on board and get to moving with these, what do you call, tutoring programs. But we have to wait. There's going to come a time that we can't wait. And I just think there'll come a time when you're in a position to contact them and say yes or no, so that the board can know where we are position ourselves at. We have to have due process, and I will not vote outside of due process. So I'm asking you to contact them at this point, yes or no, because they're in all our presentation, they're in the presentation and everything.
You mean in MBE, or are you talking about the services?
We're talking about 3 LLs,
Got it.
and they need to go up or down, because we did the RFP, trustee Bruce and I sat through the RFP. We watched the process. It was approved. Process after we approved, it went to your process. And I think that was back in, if you remember the date.
October.
And then here it is, going into February. I think we need an answer. I have seen it in on many RFPs, and so we just question, we need to know where they're moving forward, or moving up, or moving down, and then we can proceed as a board. On that note, our next meeting is February the 17th, here at this building at 6:30. This meeting is adjourned at 7:37. Have a safe trip home.
You guys all take off from your seat.